Oh man, oh boy, oh ladies, what's up peeps? Hope you're all doing well. Welcome back to more esports talk, a hot take in the gaming scene, probably my favorite videos to do on this channel. Last time we talked about this, it was a former MLB star or player, that being Aubrey Huff. You guys remember that? He was blaming gamers. He was like, "Yeah, yo, gamers, check out the last time any of you were laid." We saw some great responses. Frosty, Sinatra, all go viral, and then we all found out that, quite frankly, Aubrey, I don't care who is having sex. Even more of a hot take, though, I would say a disastrous hot take out there now going all around the scene involving streamers, that being the creative director for Google Stadia now taking to Twitter. And I just wanted to say a quick intermission for all of you viewers out there. It's really going to showcase how this video does go. Thanks to Jason Schreier. Apparently this guy is not even the creative director at Google Stadia. He is actually just a creative director at a gaming studio in Montreal that was acquired by Google. So yeah, back to the video. Let me just tell you guys this. The whole streaming world imploded yesterday. Tons of responses I'll be showing you guys. And of course, you can leave your 2 cents down below. It is greatly appreciated. Let's break it down from Mr. Bang Bang Click. As he started out by saying, streamers worried about getting their content pulled because they use music they didn't pay for should be more worried by the fact that they're streaming games that they didn't pay for as well. It's all gone as soon as publishers decide to enforce it. And he followed up with his very controversial statement that everyone is talking about, saying the real truth is the streamers should be paying the developers and publishers of the games they stream. They should be buying a license like any real business and paying for the content they use. And man, oh man, right away, the responses were pretty hot-headed. I will say, man, if I'm a person out there who makes a bad tweet like this, now it's tough to make a tweet this bad, you know? But if you ever do and you find your way into the gaming scene being responded to and quoted by all of these gaming and entertainment figures, man, that would really suck. Doc right away pointing out the fact he is a creative director for Google Stadia. It kind of sucks to see someone that makes it up this far in Google, who is tied in a lot of ways to gaming and has to be relatively intellectual to do so, to have this bold and this bad by a lot of eyes out there of a take. That does suck to see. Nick Merckx and countless other figures did respond. I'll be showing their responses on the side screen here, guys, but mainly my first combated point about this, it is very clear that developers out there in games have seen the value that streamers offer them. There is a reason why there's been lots of records set over the past couple of years alone where we have games and developers paying these streamers, and they see the value of return of these people streaming their game in front of thousands, if not tens of thousands, if not hundreds of thousands of people. They see the value in that. Apex Legends, EA Games, we saw records with a guy like Ninja, and EA loves to sponsor streamers to actually play their games and pay them a good sum of money. The rumor around the mill a long time ago was Ninja being paid $1 million for a single weekend. And if you want to go to a more recent time, a guy like Tfue, although the deal he did miss out on due to miscommunication, you know, he wanted to play Madden for a supposed $150,000 deal. It is very clear the model that is set up, and these companies do understand the value these streamers do offer them, and it's not vice versa. You don't see a company out the gate saying, hey, we could be paying you 6 figures to play our game and to market and promote our game to tens of thousands of people, but how about, get this, you guys pay us for you to do that. So there's an obvious reason why it is the way it is right now. I would say, secondly, the most common point I did see is a lot of these streamers, they do have to buy the game up front. Yes, we're seeing a lot more games out there being free to play, but certainly a fair number of streamers out there still do pay, you know, to play these games, you know, upfront fee, whether it's a Steam charge, whether it's an upfront cost as well. Streamers are often paying that to actually play your game in the first place. Now, I am trying to understand from some sort of weird universe where he is coming from. If he's trying to relate this to the music or the movie industry, my combated point response to that as well would be that music and movies are very different from video games. You listen to a song one way through, you watch a movie one way through, you are going to see the same things happen again and again. Now, if you're going to play a video game, you're going to see a different experience every time you play it, depending upon what streamer you do actually watch, and you're probably going to get a lot longer experience out of a video game than you will a song or a movie. Now, that's just my own opinion on there. If you guys want to tack on your 2 cents as well, I am trying to understand where Mr. Bang Bang Click is coming from, where he thinks that streamers should be paying additionally a fee to play the games they do on stream, and how this is going to be some sort of long form actual lasting model out there. Very lastly, you think about very recently some games that took off because guess what, streamers were playing them. Among Us and Fall Guys. You know, these are games that certainly would not have taken off unless these streamers were all of a sudden out of nowhere playing them. I mean, you think about Among Us. This game is over 2 years old and all of a sudden taken off, not because streamers started paying to play it, but because streamers started playing it in the first place. Like, would anyone have done that if they had to pay for it? I don't know. And I'll read you guys one reply to try and better understand where he's coming from, as someone did respond saying, are we talking about a special license or just buying the game? Paying your game helps devs, and so is streaming has been essential to lots of smaller game studios to be visible in an otherwise ocean of releases. To which Alex did respond saying, most of the time playing the game just helps the streamer. People tune in to watch their show, which is built on content they didn't pay for. If their show requires game content, then a percentage of the revenue should go to the game they used. And followed up by saying if they think they don't need to pay for the game they're using, then they can make a show without using games and see how it goes. So this man is telling me that nobody ever has watched Lyric play a video game all the way through and never thought, I want to buy that game myself, and it doesn't benefit the studio or the devs or the game itself. And even further so, in the second tweet, it's gone even further. This guy thinks that a percentage of your revenue for how long? What, the first month you play the game? For a lifetime of playing the game? You're telling me Nicky Mercs for the rest of his life deserves to pay a percentage back to the big old boys at Activision for playing Warzone? Or I don't, okay, you know what? At first I was going to try and maybe reason. At this point, I just don't know how you logically can tweet this out and expect it to be okay. I mean, yes, gamers out there are not going to like this, but can someone please, for the love of Pete, try and reason with me and leave a comment down below where this guy is trying to go. I just simply do not know. I love making these videos, but some part of me just gets really stressed out that people out there are this high up at Google and they're going to make these statements. It's just it's a wild world, guys. Until next time, what do you think about that one, huh? Take a sip of your water, take a sip of your coffee. We'll be back here all day long, and I can't promise you guys any other videos today are going to be this entertaining to take a peek at, but I could try my best. Until next time, take care. Okay, ta-ta. Holy balls.